on Western Balkans, we're probably going to have some sort of ceremony with Macedonia where accession talks will be launched. But what happens if the Macedonian people vote no in a referendum?
So the Secretary General has just met with Mr. Zaev and, of course, congratulated him, but also just as much to the Greek government for the agreement that they have come to. And NATO's policy has been for many, many years that once a mutually acceptable solution has been found to the name issue, then NATO would proceed with an invitation. So you're quite right. What I expect out of the summit is that NATO will offer to the government in Skopje to begin accession talks. But it is also the case that the mutually acceptable solution, which I just mentioned, is only arrived at when all the necessary procedures have been completed in both countries. And so once the government in Skopje and the people of the country have completed that procedure to confirm the mutually acceptable solution, and of course the same happens in Greece, then we'll be in a position to move beyond accession talks towards actual membership. So that's the next stage.
But what if it's a no in a referendum? What happens then?
Well, I think we're focusing on Plan A. Plan A is mutually agreed solution and that all the steps necessary are completed. We're optimists at NATO.
Okay, we had Montenegro 2017, Macedonia maybe end of 2019, 2020. Which one is the next Western Balkans country to join NATO?
Well, there's only one other Western Balkan country which is an aspirant country, which is Bosnia and Herzegovina. So, you know, it's a pretty safe answer for me to say they're the other Balkan country, Western Balkan country, on the way towards NATO membership. And what you will see out of the summit is a strong message of support for their reforms. There's all sorts of discussions going on now about what we can do to help Bosnia and Herzegovina move closer to NATO. But in the end, it's in their hands. We can only help, but we are willing to help and we're willing to do more.
So you don't think Belgrade will start pivoting towards NATO?
I don't think that it is on the horizon for Belgrade to pivot towards NATO membership. That's, of course, their choice. What is the case, actually, is that we do a lot with Serbia in practical terms, which, to be honest, I don't think the public in Serbia sees as much as they might see it. So I think with a little public diplomacy, we already have a little public diplomacy, that's not fair, with more public diplomacy and some help on public diplomacy also from the government in Belgrade, we could show the people in Serbia that actually we get along fine and we do quite a lot together. The political choice for Serbia to move towards the EU and not move towards NATO, we understand it, we respect it, and we'll continue working together.